All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to tune in to the truly Dex the Algo Capitalist. I hope you're having a great weekend. I'm not going to take too much more of your time just so you can get back to chilling and relaxing. All right, so the first chart we have here is theta. And as you can see, you had the rally alert, and then the market gave you a nice little upside production. But the bad news is we still have this bottom of the Kumo cloud resistance zone that the market's not too far away from. So it's going to be very difficult for the market to get above that. Not saying that it can't, but this is your first line of resistance, and then your upside target would actually be right here, and we'll put that around 225, something like that. All right, so it's not a whole lot. It's not a great distance away. I'm sorry, make that 257. All right, so if you can get above the bottom of the Kumo cloud resistance, then 257 is your next upside target for your theta. All right, so next we have the ZEC or Zcash. It had a rally alert too, gave us a smidgen so far upside production. You got the bullish trend momentum reading, so we're going to call the market higher. The bottom of the Kumo cloud resistance here at 2737 is your upside target on this one, followed by a wall of resistance right here, and that's going to be at 2442. So if it can clear that, then it can make a run for here for 27. Next, we have XRP Ripple, and we have a locked in bearish trend momentum reading. We have the bullish algo shift, which was enough to get the market out of its downward corrective phase. So the next upside target is going to be right here at 5707, followed by 60 cents, which is that longer term psychological resistance zone going all the way back. So we'll see what it can do with that. Next, we have silver. Now, silver futures has had a bearish trend momentum reading, and it's been in a corrective state. But as of Friday, we now have a bullish algo shift, which means that there's a strong possibility the market has put in a temporary floor and is now looking to bounce and rally. So we have to take that and we have to move with it. It came within 36 cents of testing and or taking out this $26 psychological support. So the bulls came in and defended. We'll see if they can be successful. If they can be, then the upside target is back up here toward 28. So this is a very interesting juncture for silver right now to see what it can do. What does it have in the tank? Can the bulls wrestle control away from the bears? Can we replace this bearish trend momentum reading with a bullish one? Well, that's what we're going to see. But we are expecting for higher prices after the open tonight to start the week off for silver. As far as the Dow futures are concerned, the bullish algo shift has been quite powerful. It's got the market away from the support zone here and got it back into the Kumo cloud above the bottom of the Kumo cloud resistance. So the next upside target as the market tries to march back up to 40,000, we have the top of the Kumo cloud resistance zone right here, and that's at 39.52. Okay, so can the market do it? Of course it can. So that's about a 1,200 point rally potential to start the week off with, and the bearish trend momentum reading will remain intact, which means that once we get near that resistance zone, the bears could re-enter and try to smash the market back down, or we could get a pile-on effect when we get a bear squeeze and the shorts start liquidating, and then it turns this bearish trend momentum reading back into a bullish one, which means at that point, the trend has now reclaimed the price action. So a lot of ifs. We'll have to wait and see. But to start the week off, I'm expecting prices to try to move higher because of the bullish algo shift. With the NASDAQ 100, same scenario, but it's closer to the top of the Kumo cloud resistance at 18,190. So it's not that far away. That's going to be the immediate initial upside target. And if it can do that, then it'll try to make its way back up here to the old highs. So interesting turn of events. Next, we have the gold futures. It still has a bearish trend momentum reading, and the selling pressure remains a issue at this point. As this market, it looks like it's preparing itself to come down here and test the 2200 range. Next, we have the E-mini S&P 500. We had a crash alert coming to Friday. Got no downside production. Instead, just a narrow range. And so, therefore, with this bearish trend momentum reading, this market's threatening to fall through the floor there. So, interesting to see how this thing plays out. Very interesting turn of events. Next, we have crude oil. It is still in a corrective phase with selling pressure, still a problem, getting close to coming down here and testing the $75 support. Next, we have the euro. So the euro had a nice pop based on the dollar weakness for Friday, and it stopped short right at the top of the Kumo cloud resistance. So the question now is, can the euro get a close above 108? Well, you see this little air pocket here? That's a lot of resistance. That's a strong area. It's going to take a lot of doing and a lot of selling in the dollar to help catapult this. Now, the bullish algo shift is still intact as well, and that could help cause prices to drift higher. But as it stands, you're still in a locked-in bear market. So technically, you're in a sell the rally mode right now, and that's what you have to be aware of. You know, it's the downside risk still, not the upside risk, but the downside risk after Friday's rally. All right, next you have the pound sterling. Now it's in a bull market as to the last one we just looked at, the euro being in a bear market, but both of them have the bearish trend momentum reading, and you have the negative bot check from a few days ago. So you know a downside is coming, a big down leg's coming, which means that we're anticipating that the market's going to fail once, at the 127 level for the pound sterling. All right, next we have the Aussie, and the Aussie just exploded back above the Kumo cloud. Bullish trend momentum reading is intact, and successful closes above 66 open the door for a straight up bear market rally. So it looks like the market is finally getting itself ready to give you a bear market rally. And 66 should be the new floor. And then that way the market can try to make its way back past 68 and even possibly 69, taking out this old high here and then making a run for this high here. So very interesting turn of events for the Aussie finally. Then you have the Russell My Hustle. It pushed itself deep into the Kumo cloud, and it still has a bearish trend momentum reading, so you're still facing the sell the rally possibility. 2K seems to be that psychological support zone, and if that breaks, then usually that causes more panic selling, and you'll come down here and test this old low right here at 1913. Next, we have the Ethereum futures. Had a rally alert, and then we got the upside production, but the market stopped short right at the bottom of the Kumo cloud resistance at 3150. So now the question is, can the market get its way back up here to 3348 and then make a run back up to 3500? So the Ethereum has a lot to work off. But to start the week off, you got a bullish trend momentum reading, so the market should be able to move higher. Then you have the Bitcoin futures, gave us a rally alert on Friday, and it should be able to push itself through up out of this cloud and get back to 70K. So we're now back to a locked-in bull market. The trend has reclaimed the price action in the Bitcoin, and I'm anticipating a rally to start the week off. Then the US dollar index, you see how it pulled back sharply on Friday, and that's what gave the euro and the pound sterling its gains. But we still have a locked in bull market here, and you're still north of the Kumo cloud. So even though you had a little pullback here, we know still we have this positive bot check from several days ago that is yet to come to pass. So we know a big upsurge, a big up leg is coming, and it could be the one that puts the market back above that 108 area. So definitely something to watch to start the week off. All right, folks, you got your marching orders. The attack reports are up on your dashboard. So you can log into pulsewavetrading.com and you will see it there. Now, I will say this as far as what I'm looking to do tonight, I'm favoring the long Aussie, pound sterling, and euro micro futures contracts. I'm also eyeing the long Bitcoin futures entry, and also um, a long S&P, Dow, and NASDAQ futures to start things off. And believe it or not, silver looks to want to be in play as well. So I will alert you once I have made my final decisions. But for now, those are the securities I'm eyeing to do something with. All right. So, with that being said, remember the system works if you work the system. Bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So, remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And on that note, I'm out. Peace.